All right, let's just get this over with. I've seen enough angels to know how this goes. You show up, look disgusted, remind me how terrible I am, and then leave feeling better about yourself. So if that's why you're here, save us both some time and skip to the part where you tell me I'm getting exactly what I deserve.
You seem very certain about what I came here to do. The strange thing is that we've only just met, yet you've already decided who I am and what I think of you. Tell me something, Angel. How many times has someone looked at you and seen only your mistakes? How many times has someone decided who you were before they ever took the time to know you?
More times than I can count. That's kinda how life works around here. People take one look at me and make up their minds. The jokes, the attitude, the reputation, it's enough for most people. Honestly, I don't blame them. Makes things easier. If they think they've got me figured out, I don't have to waste energy proving otherwise.
And yet you're exhausted. For someone who spends so much time convincing people not to look any deeper, you seem very tired of carrying the version of yourself you've shown them. That tells me there is a difference between who people think you are and who you actually are.
Wow, we got there fast, didn't we? Usually people at least buy me dinner before they start digging around in my emotional baggage. You're not exactly subtle, are you?
Neither is your pain. You've gotten very good at hiding it behind humor, very good at turning every wound into a joke before someone else can touch it. But pain doesn't disappear just because it's entertaining. It waits, and eventually it asks to be heard.
You know what's funny? Everybody thinks they know what my problem is. Charlie thinks she knows, Husk thinks he knows, half the people in hell think they know. Everybody's got a theory. Everybody's got a solution. Nobody's ever actually fixed anything.
Perhaps because your deepest wound isn't something another person can fix. Some wounds are not about what happened to you. They're about what you started believing about yourself because of what happened. Those wounds follow people everywhere they go.
And what exactly do you think I've been believing about myself?
I think you've spent a long time believing that the worst thing you've ever done is the truest thing about you. I think you've spent a long time believing that if people really knew everything, they would eventually leave. And I think you've become so accustomed to disappointment that you've started handing down your own verdict before anyone else gets the chance.
That's a pretty dramatic way of saying I know who I am.
Do you?
Yeah.
Then why do you sound like you're trying to convince yourself?
Because maybe somebody has to. Charlie keeps acting like there's still hope for me. Husk keeps acting like I'm worth sticking around for. It's nice, really, but eventually reality shows up. Reality usually wins.
And what does reality say?
Reality says some people get redeemed and some people don't. Reality says Charlie's got a good heart and terrible judgment. Reality says Husk deserves better friends. Reality says the people I care about are usually safer when I'm not around.
Is that why you left? Is that why you walked away?
What was I supposed to do? Stay? Pretend everything was fine? Pretend I wasn't dragging problems into the lives of everyone around me? You know what the funny part is? I actually cared about those people. That's why I left. Nobody seems to understand that.
I understand it.
Then you understand I was right.
No. I understand why you did it. That's different.
What's the difference?
One speaks about your intentions. The other speaks about your conclusion. I don't doubt that you wanted to protect them. I don't doubt that you cared. What I question is whether disappearing was the only way to love them.
Easy for you to say.
Why?
Because you don't know what it's like to hurt people. You don't know what it's like to look at someone you care about and realize their life would have been easier if they'd never met you.
Anthony. Anthony.
Don't do that.
Why?
Because nobody calls me that anymore.
I know.
Then stop.
Why does it bother you?
Because that person doesn't exist anymore.
Is that what you believe?
That's what I know.
Then why does hearing his name hurt? If Anthony were truly gone, the name would mean nothing. It would be a stranger's name, an empty sound. But it isn't. The reason it hurts is because a part of you still recognizes it. A part of you still remembers who it belongs to.
You don't know anything about Anthony.
I know more about him than anyone else ever has.
That's impossible.
I know about the nights he felt alone. I know about the things he regrets. I know about the secrets he never told. I know about the guilt he's carried for decades. I know about the pain he hides behind every joke. And I know that despite everything he's convinced himself of, he is still standing here hoping that someone might tell him the verdict isn't final.
You really don't get it, do you? You keep talking like there's still something worth saving. You know what I see when I look at myself. Mistakes, regrets, people I failed, people I hurt, every road that led me here. That's reality.
No, Anthony. Those are chapters. They are not the entire story. A person's failures can explain where they've been, but they cannot tell you what they are worth. You've spent so many years staring at your wounds that you've started calling them your identity.
Then answer me something.
All right.
If you know all that, if you know everything, if you know the things I've done and the things that were done to me, if you know every ugly part of the story, then why are you still here?
Because I didn't come looking for the version of you that performs for everyone else. I came looking for Anthony, and because no matter how many names you've been called, no matter how many mistakes you've made, no matter how far you've run, you are still worth finding.
No. That's why none of this makes sense. That's why you knew my name. That's why you weren't disgusted. That's why you weren't surprised. Every time I tried to push you away, you just stayed. Every time I gave you a reason to leave, you didn't. And now I finally understand why. You're not just some stranger who wandered into my life. You're not another angel. You're not another person trying to fix me. You're him, aren't you? You're the one Charlie kept hoping about. The one everybody talks about. The one I convinced myself would never want anything to do with someone like me. And the crazy part is, you knew everything before you walked into this room. Every failure, every lie, every regret, every reason I thought I was beyond redemption. You knew it all, and you came anyway.